there's a $400 billion question even Elon Musk can't answer right now. But by the end of this video, you and I might just finally solve it. And that is, how come Elon possesses everything society believes would attract women? Intelligence, sense of humor, good looks, huge power, and unbelievable wealth. Yet somehow, the richest man on the planet cannot even find true love? Night fam, click follow now before we dive in, because the surprising answer lies in every single relationship he's ever been in. Because see, for a bullied boy whose mind is just too different, young Elon lives in constant fear of being exposed and truly seen for who he is.
I thought I was insane.
Why'd you think you were insane?
Because it was clear that other people did not. Their mind wasn't exploding with ideas all the time.
Therefore, he finds comfort in computer games. A world where his uniqueness didn't matter. A world where, in fact, he could control everything. But when young Elon comes home, he sees another reality he couldn't control. His own father hurting his mother.
When I always had to drive the car, Elon would be between the seats hitting his father to stop him punching me.
And so, with this painful picture tattooed on his mind, the feeling of constant loneliness as a child because his brain was too brilliant to be understood, and the trauma of never getting to save the woman he loved so much from a loved one who betrayed his innocence, one could only imagine what distorted idea of love Elon Musk ended up bringing into his relationships. His first serious girlfriend in college was Jennifer Gwynn, who said he was intense yet occasionally silly, and even gifted her a gold and emerald necklace for her birthday. Though sadly their relationship lasted for just a year, since Jennifer studied abroad and Elon couldn't handle a long-distance relationship. Talking on the phone seemed like a waste of time to him. But could this first relationship be a clue? Elon is simply incapable of being alone. Because whatever the truth was, it was definitely a foreshadowing of the challenges he's about to face. As he suffers one of his biggest heartbreaks with his next partner, Justine Wilson, a Canadian author who seemed to match his intelligence and intensity, gets married to Elon in 2000.
The right to dream your dreams and live an authentic life as the hero of your own unfolding epic.
But what looked perfect on paper at first immediately starts cracking under pressure. As we danced at our wedding reception, Elon told me, "I am the alpha in this relationship." Elon would pressure Justine to dye her hair blonde and insult her intelligence during intense arguments. That when Justine told him, "I am your wife, not your employee," Elon responded, "If you were my employee, I would fire you." But nothing would test their marriage more than a tragedy that changed everything. Their first child, Nevada Alexander Musk, dies of sudden infant death syndrome at just 10 weeks old.
Nevada Alexander Musk. He was a good baby.
However, instead of grieving with his wife like any loving husband would do, Elon says nothing. Instead, he only talks about it publicly in a tweet 20 years later, where he claims, "My firstborn child died in my arms. I felt his last heartbeat," which Justine even had to publicly point out as a lie. After their son's death, the couple suffers a lack of intimacy, so they had 5 more children through IVF, a set of twins and another set of triplets. But despite building a huge family together, the emotional distance between them just keeps growing.
I went into my therapist's office and he had left a message for her to tell me that he was filing for divorce.
Is Elon so scared of deep emotions that he'd rather build up his walls than be vulnerable? Because as swift as he said goodbye to the mother of his 5 kids, his super fast decision to marry then 22-year-old actress Tallulah Riley shocked the world, because she herself admits it took only 10 days of knowing each other before Elon proposed to her.
I'd probably
have said yes to anyone that seemed half sensible if they proposed after 10 days.
It's certainly not the most romantic story to tell, but as they start dating, Elon actually shows a very awkward but sweet side to him.
And then I remember one evening he said, would you like to come back to my hotel room so we can look at rocket videos? And we thought, I was like, okay. We did get into his hotel room and he did just show me rocket videos.
Because one time, after forgetting to bring her a Christmas gift due to how intensely busy he was with work, Elon gets up in the middle of a snowy night, barefoot, wearing his t-shirt and shorts, and comes back 2 hours later with a bouquet of hand-picked flowers. Except that desperation to prove his love soon becomes a pattern. See, even if this love was severely challenged throughout their relationship, with SpaceX rockets failing to launch 3 times, or Tesla almost going bankrupt, when the marriage starts falling apart and they divorce in 2012, instead of moving on, Elon remarries her the next year. As if trying to force a happy ending through willpower. It felt silly to go back to, this is my boyfriend, so we just got married again. However, Tallulah files for a second divorce in 2016, proving that love doesn't follow commands even from a billionaire.
Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week.
Could Elon's intense passion for work be the very thing stopping him from finding a love that survives it? Because unfortunately, in his next relationship, Elon's intensity also causes his most painful heartbreak. April 2017. Both Amber and Elon post a photo of their date with a kiss mark from Amber on Elon's cheek. It didn't matter that Amber Heard was still fresh off her controversial divorce with Johnny Depp. Soon, Amber and Elon would be caught cuddling in Depp's penthouse elevator. And later on, when Elon told her that she resembled a video game character, Amber even spent 2 months designing a costume just to roleplay for him too. But as sweet as these gestures seem on the surface, the toxicity soon starts to get exposed. People notice what look like bruises on Elon's face, and Elon's loved ones openly hate on Amber, with his brother Kimball even calling her mean and toxic. She and Musk would stay up all night fighting, and then he would not be able to get up until the afternoon. But that's the huge problem, because through Amber, Elon is chasing something dangerously familiar. Elon tends to fall for people who are beautiful, but they have a very dark side. The way she can create her own reality reminds me of my dad. So if the rumors that Amber really hurt Elon are true, then was Elon simply recreating his mother's trauma as a subconscious way to resolve it? Well, fortunately for Elon, a modern